Hey, what's up guys, Juan Pablo here. We're checking out this rental unit, actually Airbnb. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Errol, and he's about to show us pretty much the inside of the house and give us some insight about the numbers, how I acquired and so forth. Because I know a lot of you guys are asking about Airbnb, how to make passive income through other means. So we're here to interview someone who's doing it, pretty much mastering it. And here's the man right here. What's up, Errol?
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Blessed and highly favored during these times.
During these times,
Yes.
times of uncertainty, right?
Very much so. A lot of doubt, a lot of things you don't know, but all you gotta do is be willing to make adjustments and things can happen and prosper.
And that's the truth about entrepreneurship, right? You gotta be innovative.
Exactly. You just have to be willing to take it's not a matter of, you're gonna get hit, but it's a matter of how you respond after you get hit. Most people, once they get in the face one good time, they down for the count. That 10 count in the boxing match, you're like, yo, I'm done. I get up after 2. Every time.
Yep. And one of my favorite authors is Napoleon Hill, you know, Think and Grow Rich.
Yep.
And he talks about when you fail, don't consider it as permanent, right? It's temporary defeat. And he's like, and if you do happen to experience that temporary defeat, revise new plans.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Exactly.
You just gotta make adjustments.
That's all it is. At the end of the day, if you're willing to make the adjustments and take the hits, you can't lose. The only way you lose is if you give up. Simple. That's very simple.
And before we get into the meat of the matter, I want to make this other comment. There's not one entrepreneur I met that wasn't overly optimistic. It's like you have to, right?
It's a requirement.
Right.
If you're trying to be in this thing long term, you're gonna have to have a positive mindset. You cannot build a multi-million-dollar business and be pessimistic. It's just not possible.
Right, or a realist.
Oh yeah, or even a realist. You really have to be so in tune and so high on your own supply in terms of your belief level. Like, no.
To the point it spills over on your team.
Yes, very much so.
Because in times of uncertainty, they're probably uncertain too. Well, what's going to happen now, Errol? What do I do?
Exactly. If you were 10, your team's going to be an 8. So times of uncertainty brings you down to a 9. Your team's not going to be going up. So you got to make sure that you're always, like I said, high on your own supply when it comes to what you have going on here.
So speaking of entrepreneurship, correct me if I'm wrong, you're in the real estate industry and you have your hands in a lot of different pots.
Yes.
So if you don't mind explaining to the viewers, what do you do exactly in real estate?
So I do a multitude of things. I have wholesaling. That's one of the things I actually got started and been doing it for the longest. Then I do fix and flip. So I actually buy properties, fix them up, renovate them, and then go to resell them, or I hold them. And as of recently, I've been holding a bunch of my properties so I can do my new avenue, which is short-term rental / Airbnbs, what's it called? Stay-at-home, travel nurses, stuff like that.
And that's what this is right here, right?
Exactly, that's what this is.
Okay, cool. Now, what neighborhood are we in right now?
We are in the Pittsburgh community.
Pittsburgh.
Yes, Southwest Atlanta, located in 30310.
Excellent, excellent. So without further ado, you mind giving us a quick tour?
Sure thing.
All right, cool. And so while you're giving us the tour, I'm asking some questions. So when did you get this property?
I bought this property in September of 2018 for $70,000.
How did you acquire it? What financing did you use?
So I actually bought it privately. I had some investors who wanted to chip in, and we can go inside while we do this.
Sure.
I had some investors who wanted to chip in, and I gave them a return on their money. So they gave me the purchase price, I gave them back a 10% return on their money. Then the other side of investors gave me the rehab estimate, and I gave them a return on investment for their money as well.
Did you refinance them out?
Yes, I refinanced them out and paid everybody out, kept a little profit, and held on to the asset.
So a cash out refi?
Exactly.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. So now that we're talking about the purchase price, you can show us around too,
Yes.
but tell us about like the numbers, right?
Okay. So we bought this house for, and I don't want to get too detailed, but I'm gonna tell you, we bought this house for $70,000, but we actually had it under contract for $57,000. I ended up wholesaling it to myself per se with my private investors' money. So I made $13,000 off the sprint.
Right.
That way I had my own fee taken care of so I can carry out the project. And then the rehab was another $70,000. So after all in all, everything was up for $140,000, $150,000. Then we went and turned around and it got appraised. It appraised for $215,000. Then we got 80% of that, which was, I believe, 170 something. I think it was like 172 to be exact.
And you were 150 all in.
Yep.
So about 20K plus.
Exactly.
And
so,
it is no capital gains either.
Nope. So that's a whole other ball here. I got a lot of things when it comes to tax. I don't even want to speak about that right now. But yeah, so after we refinanced out, I paid everybody out, kept a little more money, and everyone's happy. I got the property, and now they want to reinvest with me again.
Right, they got a nice return.
Exactly.
Right, they're happy. So they want their money to go to work again. They're investors.
Exactly. They were willing and motivated to get like, where's the next property at? And now they're on other projects right now.
Excellent. So speaking of projects, let's take a look at this one right now.
Okay.
We'll get into some more numbers later, but it looks beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. So I will put a little caveat. We just had Airbnb guests check out under 2 hours ago. So, I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look like my photos would portray it to be on the internet.
Right, right.
But yeah, so if you guys want a quick backstory on this property was originally a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom property, 1.5 bathroom property. We now converted it into a 3-2 with a more open concept. So where I'm standing right now, this was still the existing kitchen in the old floor plan, but there was a wall literally right here that separated this room from that room. So we knocked out the wall altogether.
Opened it up.
Now you can see the front of the house from the back of the house.
Excellent.
And then we carved out a little space right here for our stackable washer dryer. Because we didn't have nowhere else to put a laundry room in this whole entire house because it's only 1,176 square feet. So we was working with a little tight space, but boom, we carved it out and it fits and works just fine.
Wow, so everything's stainless steel, huh?
Mm-hmm. Stainless steel appliances.
And you installed this eyeliner?
Yep.
As well?
We got this. This was one of the things that a lot of my partners said, we don't need to do this. But I want to go above and beyond. Like I want all my rental properties, whether it be long-term or short-term, I want to be able to say, I can live in this. And this was one of those pop features that I thought would really sell it. People would be like, yeah, I like this.
Right, you need the sizzle, right?
Exactly.
The sizzle is what sells.
And this one, I have 2 sizzle features. The one with the island countertop going right here, and I got barnyard door somewhere in the house that we're gonna walk over and check out.
Okay, so just give a recap in regard to the acquisition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you found a distressed asset.
Yes.
You fixed it up.
Correct.
So instead of using what most people use, hard money, you had your own private money.
Exactly.
Okay, with 10% interest. So you got the property fixed up. What was the ARV?
The ARV at the time was $215,000.
Oh, and you said it would praise at 215.
Exactly.
Oh, so you was spot on.
Exactly. So
okay, cool.
Now it's really changed over the past couple months, actually a year. Now a similar property like this, because I actually just have another one 2 streets over, it appraised for $264.
So if you wanted to, you could potentially flip it.
Yes, if I wanted to, I could sell this and pay off a lot of debt and make a good sizable profit.
So either way, you have great options that you can deploy.
I got a lot of
keep it, get that cash flow from the short-term rentals, Airbnb, or flip it, get that big chunk of change out, use it to invest in another property, or use it to pay down some debt.
Exactly.
So that's how you can do it, guys. So a lot of stuff is not really too difficult. So it sounds like you financed this deal 100%.
Yes.
Excellent, you're making cash flow.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Finance.
Yeah, I had to plug it. So you're educating these young bucks, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, I'm telling everybody.
Speaking of young bucks.
Yeah. Oh, so.
I tried to plug you, man.
So one of my groups and actually I had partners who actually helped me with all of my projects and all of my students within my nonprofit called Young Bucks Nation. It's a millennial CEO network geared towards showing people how to be full-time investors, whether it be wholesaling, fix and flip, short-term rental, creative financing. We have a whole online training platform that shows our students how to do that. And on top of that, there are other people in the group who are actually more knowledgeable than me and teach and partner with people who are just coming in. So at the end of the day, it's people helping people.
Each one teach one.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So let's see some more digs. What's that other sizzle you talked about?
Okay, so we walk back over here, and you're gonna see that this is a nice little hallway. We created this whole bathroom. There was no second full bathroom.
Nice. What was here before? Just part of the bedroom?
This was actually dead space, and there was a half bath right here, and a lot of it was closet from the master bedroom. So I was like, we don't need that big of a closet for this small of a house. So let's cut some space from there and add it to make a bathroom.
Understood. So you gotta be a tad bit innovative, right?
Exactly. You gotta have a little creativity when it comes to these jobs. So this is one of the bedrooms right there.
Yeah, I love the floors, man.
Thank you. I
It's
love my
original.
floor. Yes.
Hardwood?
Actually, no. These are engineered.
Engineered?
Yes, engineered floors.
Okay.
And then you got your second bedroom right here. Turn on this light for y'all real quick.
Yeah, excuse the lighting, guys, or if the camera's shaky. This is JP being his own cameraman during this COVID-19 stuff.
Just check that light bulb. It looks a little weak.
Okay.
I'll look into that later though. But yeah, second bedroom.
Okay. Now tell me the history of Pittsburgh in regard to how it used to be.
Okay.
Or
so,
the transition.
So Pittsburgh actually used to be straight up low down hood. There ain't no other way around it. Nobody would come here because I wouldn't even leave my kids here after night. And that's really taken a turn for the better since I started investing in this neighborhood back in 2016-17 when I was strictly wholesaling properties. So I've seen a lot of cleanup, a lot of activity and positive development that has really turned this to be a much more desirable area to live in.
I see.
So this is my second sizzle feature I was talking about. Barnyard door.
Nice.
So we shrunk the size of the master closet, but it's still a big master closet. You walk in, you got all this shelving right here. You can hang up all your clothes, the shoes go at the bottom. You're not missing no space whatsoever.
Okay, and how are you doing, if you don't mind sharing, during these uncertain times with Airbnb? I know you mentioned as of, 2 hours ago, person just left out, right?
Yes, correct.
So how's business going with Airbnb?
So actually I had my most profitable and another record-breaking month in the Airbnb sector literally as of this month. And
that's April?
Yep, April has been my most profitable month and we set a new record in terms of revenue.
Excellent, congratulations on that, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's, what's that? Oh man, I was trying to say this amazing quote and I forgot about it. What's it say? Tough times don't laugh, but tough people do.
Don't laugh, but tough people do.
That's what it is.
Yes, got you.
Got you. And in fact, you actually prospered in this time.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's the master bath over there?
Yes, this is the master bathroom. This wasn't existing. This was already here, so all we did was just change up the tile, put porcelain tile, put some subway tile, and just, make it look like a modern bathroom. And switched up the tub too.
Nice. How long did this whole project take?
This whole project actually took about 6 months. So we had one hiccup where we hired a bad GC. But outside of that, when I came in and self-managed the project and just saw it from start to finish, everything was all in all done within 6 months. We had our investors paid out within 8.
Wow. Excellent. And they're knocking down your door for the next deal.
Oh yeah, of course. And I told them, this is what I love to do. I always under promise and over deliver. I told them it was gonna take a year. So you got paid back in 8 months when you was told a year. You're like, oh shoot, this guy's onto something.
Yeah, correct. Especially if you promise them, not saying you did, but 8% interest rate, you pay them back 10.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes them happy.
Oh yeah, that had them ecstatic. If you always over deliver, you will never have any issues when it comes to getting private or raising private capital. I always make sure I over deliver. And even when things go wrong, like I had a project where things went wrong and it took more than a year and a half to get that project done. I was 100% transparent. I answered every phone call and they just stuck with me through the process.
Nice. Now, if you had to provide some advice to someone who wanted to get started, and I know you have your hands in a lot of different pots, right? You said wholesaling, flipping, also buying whole.
Yes.
What advice would you give to that person just getting started?
Get a mentor. Vet that mentor as well. You don't just want to go with anybody, but ask around, make sure reputation is good and everything will be up and up. And then once you do find a mentor that you believe in, follow what he says and execute. This isn't something where you get the information, just sit on your hands and wait for things to happen. No, once you got the information, go out there and go perform.
That's true. It's similar to driving a car. If you just hopped into a car with no one sitting in your passenger seat teaching you how to drive, more than likely you might crash.
You might not even get the thing in start.
Right.
You're probably gonna be going, where the key at? Is this the ignition? What do I do? So go with somebody who's gone the path before that you want to go and follow the instructions. Okay,
so what's playing a bigger game to you?
Playing a bigger game to me is actually doing this on a multifamily scale.
Nice.
So I don't want to talk too much because my young bucks will come for me, but we got some projects in the works right now where we're going to be able to do this at scale. And it's not going to be one property at a time.
Okay, multiple.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. All right, any last words you'd like to share?
It works if you work. It's simple as that. Anything I'm doing right now that you see, you can do it as well. You just have to put in the work and have the discipline to follow through.
Okay, last question, the cash flow. So the gross revenue, minus operating expenses, minus debt service, what's your bottom line?
So in this property specifically, this property I believe brought in, and this is just this month, I think the exact number was, this one brought in like $4,500, and my expenses is right below $1,700. My mortgage is $1,100. All of my other expenses and my cleaning expenses as well adds up to about like $600.
So what's the total cash flow?
Total cash flow. So I would say the gross cash flow is about $2,500.
Nice. And if you were renting this out to a regular tenant, how much did you get for this
So if
unit?
I was renting this out traditionally, I'd be doing it at $1,800 to $2,000 a month.
Okay, got you. Excellent, excellent business model, man. I'm happy for your success, especially during these times. And that's the thing, like many people getting started, like, oh, well, let me not jump into the market now because it's so uncertain, it's a down economy. As a real estate investor, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, you make money in any market, right? Up market, down market, the market is stagnant. It doesn't matter. The reason being is because you use that ingenuity. You become innovative. You're adaptable.
You just have to have this. If you have this down pat, the mindset and knowledge base, timing is irrelevant. Yeah, you might come in and you might catch on a high, but if you have the right knowledge base, you can come into any market at any time and still see a result.
Excellent, excellent. Now, in regard to Young Bucks Nation, how can people learn more?
So if you want to check out my group, you can go to youngbucksnation.com. You can actually look us up on Instagram as well, Young Bucks Nation TV on Instagram.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks, Errol. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Happy for you, bro. And as always, guys, to your success, continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.